What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Make It or Break It Monday, the show that helps you get your head right so you can start your week right. Guys, we are all blessed and we are all handicapped. I'm blessed in a lot of ways. These ravishing good looks, my analytical brain, more like a sense of humor instead, maybe not those things. But I'm also handicapped in other ways, right? You guys probably don't know this, but it takes me a lot of effort, a lot of time, and a lot of dedication, and a lot of work to remember certain things. Names of places, people, events. Even when I read things, sometimes I have to read multiple times for it to really sink in, where I know other people who could just get somebody's name or remember the name of a restaurant or the lyrics to a song or the place they went back in 2014 and all the restaurants they went to while they were there. It's crazy. Like, my brain just doesn't work that way. So we are all blessed and we are all handicapped. But my message today is, regardless of how you're blessed or how you're handicapped, you are the sum of the decisions that you decide to make. Where you end up someday is determined by the choices that we make today, okay? But it's so generic and funny when someone says, "Oh, what do you want to accomplish in life? Where do you want to end up in life?" Because everybody has a very generic answer most of the time, right? It's like, well, I want to have a good job that I love. I want to be able to buy a house and have 2.5 kids, and that's it. That's the goal right there. But we have to realize that our brains are literally trying to fight for us to keep us away from doing anything hard or anything uncomfortable. So when you think about the sum of your decisions every single day and where you want to end up at the very end, your brain is programmed to fight against a lot of those things that you want to accomplish. So that's why we have to reprogram and redo how we think about accomplishing things in life. So our brains do that, even though that is a lot of the time is the right thing for us. So another way to think about that is the path of least resistance. That's what your brain does. It tries to find the path of least resistance to fight us from doing anything hard or uncomfortable. The funny thing is, though, the easy road, when you think about the easy road, you like the easy road, but it ends up being the hard road. Because when you think about the easy road a lot of the time has detours, it has dead ends, and the hard road actually ends up becoming the easier road in the long run. When you think about the choices that you make, whether you decide to study for a test, prep for calls you're about to make, understand why your customer is going to tell you no today, you're working to give a speech, those things take certain decisions that prepare you for what's coming ahead. Now, the easy road would be to not do those things, right? To not do those things at all and to just, hey, I'm gonna rely on my own instincts to make sure, I'm gonna wing it and rely to make sure I can accomplish what I want to accomplish. But the preparation, the work, and the sum of those decisions in the moment, right, allow you to come out further ahead. So realize that while it's not written down potentially anywhere, there is this owner's manual to life. Right? You have to think that fools despise wisdom and instructions. So I wrote that down as a way to remind myself when I say this, that fools despise wisdom and instructions, because if you had that owner's manual, or you had other people in your life that were influencing you, mentors, other people that you study, we still a lot of the time choose the other door or the other path to go down. So those detours and dead ends end up taking us longer to get to a path. Like if I was studying and I decided, hey, I don't need to even worry about it for this test. And then I end up failing, and then it takes me on another detour where I have to retake a class. Or I have to redo that entire thing, and it takes me longer than if I just would have made that decision from the beginning. So I want you guys to switch your mindset this coming week. I want you to switch from where do you want to end up someday to be what problems do you want to have someday? Much powerful, right? What problems do you want to have someday? Because you choose your problems, because you have to understand that both doors do have problems, right? If I decide to study for the test or I decide not to study for the test, they both have problems. So think about like Warren Buffett and a homeless man. They both have money problems, right? Warren Buffett just has different money problems. He's trying to figure out where do I put my money, or someone who doesn't have money is figuring out how do I obtain it. Both are problems, but understand that a lot of the time, the harder door, even though it has problems, it has better problems, right? We'd all like to have Warren Buffett's situation. But understand also as we go through this process, the problems you end up with will be based on the decisions or doors that you try to go through today. So I know we're all blessed and we're all handicapped, but this is what I want you guys to do. Next time you go to make a decision, I want you to pause, literally step back, think about the situation, and then I want you to fast forward ahead. Fast forward to tomorrow, 1 month from now, and think about how did that decision, because we all make a lot of decisions every single day, where did that decision end up taking me? Okay? And then I want you to rewind, pause, and then make the correct decision. We all make decisions instantaneously based on what I just told you guys. What's the least amount of discomfort and what's the easier actual path. So if you can do that in the moment and realize to take a step back, pause, figure out what is the decision actually going to relate to. Like me last night, eating like a half a bag of potato chips. I didn't feel so great this morning. I also didn't make me feel like working out this morning. But hey, it was the weekend, we were doing stuff, we were watching a movie, I didn't think anything about it, right? So if I would have fast forwarded to this morning and see how I really felt, maybe I only ate a quarter of a bag instead of a half a bag of potato chips, right? Okay, so guys, realize that not all days are equal as you go through this, right? Like not all days are equal, you need to live with the end in mind, and we have to condition ourselves, whether how we're blessed, how we're handicapped, we are the sum of our decisions. Hopefully, this allows you to tweak that a little bit and allows us to go out, have a good week. Take care, guys.